What's up, backyard bassing fans? Hey, today we're going to talk about these tough conditions of the fall transition. But before we get into that, like I said before, if you guys could hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when the videos are coming out. Make sure you smash that thumbs up and share wherever you possibly can. I'd really like to hit 500 subs by the end of the year. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to keep pushing and try to make it happen. I do have something in the works later on coming with another YouTuber. We're kind of talking back and forth right now, getting some ideas. So you guys may see that here in the future. And I'll keep you kind of updated and let you know what's going on. But today, like I said, we're going to talk about the tough conditions of the fall transition here. I've been talking to a lot of guys here lately, and everybody is in that struggle. They're just in a rut. They're not catching many fish at all. Maybe one or two a day if they're lucky. The weather is absolutely killing it right now. You know, typically this time of year we're down in the 70s and 80s, you know, where I'm at. We're still in the mid 90s here. It has been tough. I've been out several times to local lakes and stuff like that. I'm seeing the bait balls up. They're up moving around. They're bunched up together. There's nothing chasing them though. Not as of yet. I'm not going to say that that's everywhere, but that's the biggest majority that I have seen. There has been nothing chasing them yet. So they're not quite moved into the back of coves or anything like that. They're still kind of out on the main lake. So they're getting ready to make that big move. They just haven't made it yet. Guys, I will tell you, probably one of my go-to baits for this time of year is actually going to be a jig. It doesn't have to be anything big and bulky or nothing like that, just your regular half-ounce jig or whatever you're typically throwing this time of year, or summer pattern, stuff like that. I try to target a lot of wood stuff. That's usually where I get most of my bites. I know the fishing's tough, but I can still usually go and pull a few out doing that just about every time. So it's a pretty good pattern to try to follow. It's a pretty easy pattern. You're not wasting a lot of time. I've tried throwing, you know, a couple different crankbaits, square bill, stuff like that. The moving baits just haven't been cutting in here lately. But like I said, the jig has produced quite a bit here lately. So I would say probably got another 2, maybe 3 weeks before we really start seeing those bass start to push up. Right now, guys, just kind of stick with your summer patterns. They're just not moving yet, and that's just part of the problem. You know, everybody's looking to start throwing the fluke, start throwing the rattle traps, start, you know, throwing the little swim baits and stuff like that, and they're not ready for it yet. I know everybody always says, you know, as soon as the nights start getting longer and days start getting shorter, you know, that's when they start that fall transition, and then that's very, very true. But with this temperature, it's not normal for this time of year, and they're not used to this, so they're kind of stuck and they're just hesitant on making that move. So if you guys can, you know, like I said, go out there throwing a jig, throwing a Texas rig, something like that. Like I said, at my local lakes and stuff around me, I target a lot of wood around there, and I do very, very well with that. So, you know, try to target that stuff, see if that'll help you out. Guys, you got questions or you got comments or anything, you can hook me up on the YouTube video here. You can comment down below, leave me a comment, I'll answer you. If you want, you can follow me over on Instagram. I've got plenty of guys over there that follow me all the time, constantly messaging me. Guys, I will gladly answer you back. I will not leave you hanging. I know there's a lot of YouTube guys out there that kind of just say, you know, if you have a question or anything, you know, ask me a question, I'll answer it, and they don't. I will not do that to you. You have questions, I will more than happily answer every one of them. So that's about all I got for today, guys. Hopefully fishing will get a little bit better here in a couple weeks. We'll just have to wait and see. But if you guys have any other ideas that you guys want to see later on in the videos, different lures you might want to see reviews on or something like that that we can get in before the fall is over, before we hit that winter, you know, and I can't do a whole lot of fishing, you know, leave them down in the comments. I'll gladly look at them, and we'll talk about it a little bit and see what we can come up with. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you again on Thursday. Thanks.